What's going on, guys? Aaron here on Easy Street, the professional driver but amateur human. Today I want to get into something that not a lot of people talk about but everyone experiences. Stay tuned. We'll come back to you after the intro. So out here on the road, well, I'm not out on the road yet, but from my time on the road, something that really stuck out to me is everyone wants to talk about a truck driver's physical health, whether it be, working so many hours that you don't take time to get out and walk and move around, to the poor food choices, that kind of stuff. That stuff is very over documented. But one thing that a lot of drivers won't talk about is their mental health. And how the road affects them mentally, how they cope with it. So I kind of wanted to get into that today and tell you a little bit about what I've learned being on the road. And the first thing I've learned is that you have to take care of yourself, and not just your physical body, but your mental health as well. So one of the ways that people struggle with mental health is distance. Not being able to see your loved ones frequently. I live in Pennsylvania. If I'm out in California, the best I got's FaceTime. And the time on the road as well. If you're a long haul driver, chances are low flying plane. If you're a long haul driver, chances are you're out for a few weeks, maybe a month, maybe 2 months, whatever you decide. And you don't really have the time with your family, with your friends for that entire time. So how do you compensate for that? A lot of people, like myself, will spend time on the phone with them. Will, get with a group of people who are able, or who are who are able to keep them grounded, keep them looking toward the future. And sorry, I'm trying this new thing out here, this new holder. No, that's shaking too much. I'll just hold it. And it creates a scenario where everything feels virtual. Everything feels like you're living by phone. You're living by technology, and not with the human interaction part. So what I do is I make sure to, when I go to truck stops, even if I'm just going to use the restroom, I'll chat with a cashier or with another driver, and just kind of get that sense of loneliness out. And that's a big thing that nobody ever talks about, is the road is lonely. It is. You're doing 600, 700, whatever miles a day, 500 miles, whatever you're able to do, whatever your load needs. And especially if you're driving at night, the rest of the world's awake sunlight hours. So you have a lot of time to yourself, and a lot of time to get stuck in your thoughts. So really what we need to do is we need to band together with friends. I mean, there there are group calls that people do. There are um, group chats that people are part of when they're in their bunk or whatever. And it brings that sense and that feeling of belonging, and reduces the amount of loneliness out there on the road. And so really it's very important to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Find something you like. Um, if you can get a TV in the truck, if you like to watch the news, or I don't know, watch your favorite TV show. If you like to play video games, get that in your truck. Your favorite podcasts, playlists, just whatever you have to do to take your mind off of the loneliness, because mental health is real. Mental health is something that is a struggle for many people, and it really is, you know, silent. Nobody talks about it. Nobody wants to talk about it. Like, I've had times where I've been out there and I'm just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to be around people. I want to be around family. And I took a year and a half off the road just to feel like I belonged somewhere. And I loved it. But, the road's calling me and it's time to go back. So, just as you would take care of your mental health on site, at home, you need to be doing that at your home, outside of home too. The truck stops, the shippers and receivers. You know, you don't want to get to the point where you're just such an angry, internalized person that you lose sight of what matters to you, of what you enjoy. Um, and so make sure you're taking care of your mental health, people. The loneliness can lead to so much more. Can lead to depression, can lead to, ideations that you don't even really want to have normally. So take care of yourself. That's one of the things that I say at the end of every video is, and I mean it. I mean it. Take care of yourselves. When you look past the junk in life, everything is beautiful. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. Stay safe, guys.